Why'd you do it?
Why does anyone do anything? I don't know.
Is it about the guys?
It was never about the guys. I mean, look at that locker room. You got Denon putting in the corner up front. Dunne, gritty as hell on D. Poles, Lyman, Darcy, Ginoing against Knott. Kyle, borrowing a dude's hockey pants. Jason scored more than 2 goals this year. Asensio was all right. I mean, we had a good group. It was never about the guys.
So do you regret it?
Absolutely not.
So Jack, after coming off championship appearance last year, you look back at this season, what'd you like, what didn't you like, what do you think went wrong?
Well, to start, I was livid about our offseason. I mean, we used our first-round pick on a goalie. I find out Coach Sandin's going behind my back, bringing some guy in. Then he got injured the next week. Should show you something. But after that, threat was neutralized. The season could finally begin.
And what do you think about the rec sports policy of throwing that trade deadline in right after that first game? Were you guys looking to shake things up a little bit?
I mean, obviously, our cap situation was brutal. Cole used 20% of our cap space to buy himself a helicopter. We got our backs against the wall. And you'd be crazy if you think we're not shopping Jason around. I mean, he was at peak value. He'll never be that valuable again. Missed opportunity, if you ask me. But we stood pat, watched other teams get better.
I thought the core unit of freshmen this year were really good. You had Ben Halls up front, George Lyman playing D. But I thought the real spotlight stealer was Louise. Let's talk about him for a little bit. You guys signed him to a max contract in the offseason. Mm-hmm. Do you think it paid off?
It's just grit. It's just grit. I'm telling you. The biggest thing is attitude, wanting to win, needing to win. And that man needs to win. Literally spent his time working at Compton, sharpening skates, being near the ice, just looking at it. That'll do wonders, man. You get to the rink, you look out at that ice and you say, that's mine. That's where I'm winning. It's this blank white canvas for me to dominate. That's what Luis would always say in the locker room. That's all he ever talked about was dominating and blank sheets and ice, and that was kind of his thing. He talked about it a lot.
All right, let's walk through what happened.
Well, first there was the debt. I mean, I had Preston May every week picking sports winners, telling me where to put my money. The hole got deeper and deeper. Ended up $10,000 in debt. No way to pay it. Out of flex points. In a dark spot. And then I go on Bovada and I see Keenan Keogh's listed 100-1 to win the Interhall Championship. And my eyes lit up. I mean, right there, it was a chance to get out from underneath this rock that I put myself under. And so I realized, I know a lot of the guys in this league, a lot of the contenders in this league, and maybe if we work together, we can make something happen. And that was what we did. We made something happen. Everyone got right on board, some more than others. I mean, the goalie from Soma didn't even play this season. He just took his cut and walked away. But the rest of us had to play it out, and the rest of us had to sort of sell it and make it look like nothing was wrong. And that's kind of where Dunne came into play, was, me just on the phone, talking about the next game, talking about, how we're going to make things look, which games we needed to win, which games we needed to lose, and no one else was supposed to hear that. And Dunne heard it, and he wasn't ready to hear it. So at that point, there was no option. It was either bring Dunne in or risk losing everything, which, it was definitely a bummer to have to share an eighth of the money with a second-line plug, but that was where we were at. That was our only choice. Dunne was pretty freaked out by the whole thing. He ended up hiring Pac-Man to follow him around, keep him safe. And it got weird. I mean, he couldn't go anywhere without Pac-Man being there. They were in the shower together. They were in the weight room together. It got odd. It became a whole thing. And at a certain point, I just had to take matters into my own hands. Throughout all that, though, he did what we needed to do. Most people couldn't believe Keenan Keogh won the whole thing, but all the people on the inside did. We got the money, and I thought that'd be the end of it, but Dunne just couldn't keep going. I could just tell that crack was coming, that break. I knew that maybe if I came queen first, things would be better for me. So I did. I fessed up, and I told the guys what happened, and reaction was mixed. better off for knowing.
Did that? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Ah!
And no one seemed to complain after they all got $50 in their Venmos.
So with all that behind you now, how do you think next season's going to go?
Next season? Bet the house on Dunne.